Hello and welcome back to your daily dose of Damien. And we're still in Let's Play. It's still bad weather and rainy. It's a little laggy on the multiplayer server. So I came back to get on the Let's Play for a little while, and I've been experimenting with things. And been doing a little bit of work here and there with it. And I'm just gonna ramble a little bit and first off go sleep because I've been AFK and I don't want psycho pterodactyls to knock me off the bridge. So I'm gonna have to go on a pretty long mining session. I'm not gonna do that on video because I don't have time lapse. But as you can see, I got a few redstone blocks put in for the railroad tracks here. And that's a creeper. That is what that is. Can we knock him off the bridge? Couldn't even hit him that time. There we go, that's a hit. Alright. Do not want a creeper blowing this up. Oh, and I'm in creative, I forgot all about that. But anyway, that's okay. He wouldn't have blown up anyway. But yeah, I was putting the redstone blocks in here because, you know, this isn't actually, I've never actually shown you how long this thing is, but it's pretty dang long. And I miscalculated my distance. So whenever I went the other way, where you can see where that curve is ahead of us, whenever I went that way, I had to go and get closer to the city and then come back in this direction, going this way, because I had miscalculated. Flying's faster, I think. I had miscalculated, but I got to right there, and I ran out of redstone blocks. So I'm going to have to go on a pretty good mining session and get some more redstone. But you can see I turned here, and I was trying to judge, but as you can see, the fog, you know, the fog is keeping things hidden away, and I was trying to judge right, but I missed it by about, 150 blocks, something like that. And I got here, and I was like, well, I'm kind of equal to the town now, so I just turned this way and finished getting it to the town. And I originally had put it all the way down, because you can see I knocked that wall out there where that bed is, and I had it all the way down there, and I was like, wait, villagers are stupid. They'll climb up on this thing, and there's no telling where they're going to wind up. So I came back and I knocked all that out. Until I can get the materials to finish this, I'm not going to put it down on the ground where they can get up on it. So, yeah, so that's actually the bridge. I got a long way to go because every 15 blocks, I put down 4 redstone blocks. So I've got quite a ways to go, and I'm going to need a lot of redstone. So it's going to take a really good mining session to get that done. And you can see to the left here this pyramid. I built a pyramid, a little one. I'm not sure if you'd call it a pyramid, but you know, whatever you want to call it. And I had built it, and I've been doing a lot of experimenting with the Silk Touch on the spawners because I want to get a really good feel how everything works, if it breaks the game or not. You know, I want to get a feel for all that stuff because when we go into Season 3, I want to be able to definitively say, no, we're not going to have them, or yes, we are going to have them. So I built a little pyramid out here. I was like, what am I going to put in here? Well, I need gold. So I came in and I had spawners, and I put them up there, and those are zombie pigmen. Those are for zombie pigmen. Which normally you would need to be in the nether and, you know, build some kind of gold farm in the nether for this. So one, that takes away from doing that. When you can just put them into a spawner, you can either make the egg or find the egg or get the egg in some way and put them into a spawner. It takes away from you actually going into the nether and building a gold farm. And for the most part, that's not something that most survival servers are going to have. That's just something that we have. That's just something that was coded in to do testing on and stuff. So, I mean, this is definitely not something a survival server would have. So it's That's one thing. It's taking away from what you would normally do in the game to achieve a goal. This is just all you have to do now is go find a spawner, have Silk Touch, and then get the egg in some way. Instead of going into the nether, finding a way onto the roof of the nether, and then building a huge gold farm, taking a lot of time and a lot of resources. Now, yeah, you're going to get a lot of gold out of that when you do it that way. But the fact is, it's now a lot easier for you to get gold. So I can just go out there and AFK for a few hours and I can get 9 or 10 gold blocks and I'm good. So that's something that I'm thinking about. Also, the creeper and skeleton and zombie farm that I built out here, you know, those 3 spawners took away from actually either finding those spawners and building something around them or building a mob grinder, which would give you a wide variety of different things that could fall through. Sorry, something had popped up there. But you know, it just takes away from what you do in the game. So that's one thing that I don't like, because sometimes it's a lot of fun to be, you know, you run across a random dungeon and you build the spawner out of it, and that's where you go and you can get, you know, zombie flesh or something like that. You know, give me just a second here. And, you know, it kind of takes away a little bit of what makes a game, you know, fun. It takes away an aspect of the game. However, it does make some aspects of the game easier so you can do other things. And that's kind of what I'm weighing against it with. You know, it's like, what can I do in the game that I have time for now, since I don't have to build a big bulky you know, mob grinder or a mob farm or something like that? What can I do now? I can go exploring more. I can get more resources quicker, maybe, and build more stuff that I want to build. Or I can concentrate on stuff that I can't get via spawner. You know, like you know, automated farms or iron farms or something like that. Because, you know, you still can't, there are no iron golem eggs in the game. You can't make an iron golem spawner. So you still would need to make, you know, your iron farms and stuff like that. So, not to mention, if you're on a server and say you have a regulation where you have to kill 1,000 of this mob before you get an egg, that is, I think, a good payment. A good payment for having the ability to just silk touch a spawner. That's what we have on our server. You have to kill like, say you want a creeper egg, you got to kill 1,000 creepers and you'll get an egg, and you can put that into a spawner. It's going to take you a while to kill 1,000 creepers. So that's something else that I you know, think about. Like the one in this game, I can just craft it, but I have to get, you know, I have to get the materials to craft it, but I can craft the eggs. So, I think that ours, where you have to kill 1,000 mobs, and we may actually boost that up a little bit, I don't know. But that's just something that I've been thinking about on the silk spawn, you know, the silk touch spawner gathering thing. Because, you know, some people may want their Minecraft experience to be super easy. I do not. I do not. I want Minecraft to be Minecraft. I want you to have to work for it, you know. But I mean, I also don't want you to have to overwork for it or try to do things that are beyond your skill level at the moment. But you're going to miss out because you can't do something. So, you know, I can kind of see both sides of that. And anyway, that was just a long, drawn-out explanation for the mob spawners over there. I'm still experimenting and testing and playing with it. And look, all the melons and pumpkins are back, all of them. I love it. I love that farm right there. As far as a manual farm, that is awesome. I get plenty of them. I get I think it's a stack and a half of pumpkins and 2 stacks of melons. Yeah, because I was one short of having 2 stacks of melons when I did that, and I got a stack and a half of pumpkins. So that's what that farm produces: a stack and a half and 2 stacks, pretty much. And that right there, and it took about 20 minutes with me being all around in the area working. It took about 20 minutes for everything to grow back. So every 20 minutes, I can get a stack and a half and 2 stacks every 20 minutes. That's not bad at all. Not bad at all. And we're slowly getting our crops up. This, you use this to breed 2 types of animals, I think: cows and sheep. And you can trade it to farmers. So there's a lot of uses for wheat, and this is slow. Even with this addition, it's still slow. Beetroots, even slower. Carrots have always been a really good crop. And I still have not found potatoes in this game. None of the farmers have potatoes. They didn't have potatoes planted. And that is a tradable crop. So I'm going to have to go find some potatoes. I'm really going to have to go find some potatoes. I did a lot more clearing over here. I've got just this little bit left to clear off. And once I clear this out, this entire place here will be flat. And that's what I'm after. Now, I do recall in a previous conversation in a video, I said I wasn't going to destroy all of the mycelium. I wasn't going to turn this into a grass island. I was going to leave it as a mushroom island with grass on it. And I still have those intentions. But if I start building a village here, because I do have intentions of actually making this into an island city, I'm not just going to keep villagers here and here. I'm going to expand out. I'm going to have an inn with an innkeeper, probably either a fisherman or a butcher, but it's going to be awesome. And, I'm going to have all kinds of buildings and stuff, a library and, all that good stuff. Whatever profession a villager has, I can make a building for it, and I can turn this into a huge town. But you know what happens when you do that? You open yourself up to be raided. And with an illager tower just right over there in that desert, if I'm over there killing and I get the ill omen or the bad omen and I come back home, this is going to be a town. This is going to be a big city. So I want to make sure that it can be defended. Now, as soon as I can get silk touch on a shovel, I'm going to have at least 2 double chests of mycelium. So I'll be able to plant mycelium wherever I want to once I finish leveling everything off. And I get all the caves out from under here, and I just, get it built up like I want to. And then, because look, there's another cave there. I hadn't even noticed that. I don't think it's very deep, but yeah. But once I get everything leveled off and get it where I can defend it, then I can start, decorating up like I want to. Like, because I want a lot of sand for a beach. I'm going to turn this into a boat dock here, a cove here. So I'll have a boat dock on that side and a boat dock on this side, probably one over there. Because I think over there, if you head out that way, that'll take you straight to the ice biome. Whereas here, if you come out this way, you're gonna hit those desert islands, and you're gonna have to turn left and hit the ice biome. So I think I'll put one over here to go to the ice biome over there. But yeah, that's just some ideas that I got. But I'm gonna clear everything out. I'm gonna level everything down, and I'm gonna build it up into a mushroom island the way I want it, and to make it defensible and to make it an actual city. It's gonna be a city instead of a. I'm going to have, I'm going to have trees and stuff here, but I will have mushrooms and mycelium down and, mushroom cows and all that good stuff. Also, you guys see I got 3 skeleton horses. There was a thunderstorm and I came out and I saw a skeleton horse over here, and I have learned through repetition on the Average Joe server, because I was hit 5 days in a row with 5 skeleton horses. I have like a dozen skeleton horses left in my pens. On the Average Joe server. So I saw the horse and I was like, great, 4 horsemen. So I ran over and I initiated that fight. and I accidentally killed one of the horses, but I got them all dead. I grabbed some saddles, because you guys know I have a ton of saddles. I grabbed some saddles, I pinned these guys up, and here they are. So once I get the island built and I have roads on the island and stuff, I can ride a horse around, or a skeleton horse at least. On the mainland, that desert town over there, I'm probably going to leave some villagers over there and build walls up and have it defended and breed them too. And I'll probably have horses over there that I can travel through the desert and all that good stuff with. That's my intention, because I'm going to tell you guys too, I am missing my elytra. I'm missing my elytra something serious on this server. Whenever I go back to Aberdeen and I can just fly around to each of my farms and stuff, and I'm like, man, if I had elytra here, this trip would be so much faster, you know. So, in light of that, I have been enchanting my gear. I've got protection 4 and unbreaking on the helmet, and I got protection 4 on the chest piece. So I need 3 more unbreakings, 2 more protection 4s, and then, you know, some other enchantments and stuff. I'd like to get Thorns 2 and Respiration and Aqua Affinity and Depth Strider and Feather Falling and all that. And then I'm going to need to... I made 10 brewing stands. I'm going to set up an alchemy lab, because I'm going to need slow falling. When I fight the dragon, I'm going to need slow falling potions and stuff like that. I am actually gearing up, because I want to go to the end. I want to fight the dragon. I want to get my elytra, and then this is really going to take off. This is really going to hit the next level. Right now, I'm in mid game. Right now, I'm still clearing and building. I wouldn't even say I'm in mid game. I don't even have villagers over here, so I'm still pretty much in the start game. I'm not mid game at all, and I'm nowhere close to end game. But getting an elytra will get me closer to at least mid game, because I can travel around a lot faster and I can do a lot more things. So yeah. And as far as bases, you know, I told you that I had some suggestions to build an underwater base with a column or something leading up to a sky base, and that's pretty much what we're stuck on. So I'm gonna have to find it, and it's got to be inside of the island, because this island is my base. But the place that I live is going to be an undersea connected to a sky base. So, and I'm not building the Death Star. I don't care who suggested that. It's not happening. I'm not building the Death Star. I may do that in, you know, season 3. No telling. But anyway, that's what I'm going to work on, and I may start, you know, somewhere out here where it gets a little bit deep, clear this kelp out, level this out, sand it all down. And I was thinking domes down here, different connected domes in a circle or something, with a central pillar in the middle that comes up to a sky base up here, where I've got my bedroom and, you know, alchemy lab, enchanting lab, all that good stuff. A good docking station for the elytra, stuff like that. That's kind of what's on my mind to do there. So that I'll get started on that soon-ish. I've got other things that I want to do first, and I still have a bed in there. So as long as I got a bed, I'm good. And what else? That's pretty much about it. I mean, I'm trying to get the mining done so I can get these redstone blocks all the way down. Then I'm going to have the gold to make the rails. Also, I put the recipe for notch apples back in the game. You guys know how I feel about that. There was absolutely no reason that recipe was taken out, so there's no reason it shouldn't be in here. So, I put the recipe back in, right there. It's the exact same recipe as it was. There's nothing that's game breaking, nothing like that. It's just, you get gold blocks and apples, you can make your enchanted golden apples. It's the exact recipe it was in vanilla, so there you go. Because I'm going to need those on the dragon fight. I'm not going to lie. I always die on the dragon fight. I've never actually survived a dragon fight, except for one time, and that's when I used beds. and the dragon would land on the pedestal above where the portal was, and I'd pop a bed like I was going to sleep in it, but I was hiding behind stones, right? And I'd pop that bed, and it would explode and do damage. And that's how I killed my first Ender Dragon. I used the bed hack, basically. Because the dragon would come down, and I would pop the bed, and I'd have 2 or 3 beds around them, and they would all explode. And it took 3 or 4 times for the dragon to come in, but I was able to kill the dragon. So that's how I did it the first time. The rest of the time with Kite, we've just been going in with sword and board and just killing it. And now that we have it where you can summon it over and over and it drops a elytra and a dragon egg for loot, we've killed the dragon, I think, 3 times this season already. So yeah. So whenever I go against the dragon, I don't know. I may bring some TNT with me to help out, but it's probably going to be sword and board for most of it, and slow fall potions and ender pearls. So hopefully I'm not going to die. But yeah, that's something I've been thinking about, because I've gotten a lot of stuff that I need, and it's just getting the enchantments on the gear, getting the good gear going, so that I can stand a chance against the dragon, and then going up against in cities and stuff. And I think I'm working on the loot. I'm going to work on the loot table for the dragon, so the dragon will drop an elytra for me. But I don't know. I may not try to get that added in there, because there are data packs that let the dragon have a loot table. So I'm going to check into it and see. There are some data packs that are useful. I'm not going to lie. There are some of them that I feel like they're overpowered, but there are some of them that are definitely useful. So I'll keep you guys, informed about what I do and think about data packs. They have made me enjoy a lot of different aspects of the game, though. I will say that too. And there's one data pack that I was looking at that will turn rotten flesh into leather, and there's another one that will turn rotten flesh into beef. I don't think I want that one. I don't think I want to turn rotten flesh into beef. I don't think I want to do that. That just sounds disgusting. What I think I want to do is turn it into leather. But then again, I like trading the clerics, and I like having a lot of clerics, because bottles of enchanting, and you can buy redstone from clerics. And I'm going to need a lot of redstone, because this is the Let's Play season that I've decided I'm going to learn. Speaking of redstone, and I know this is nothing compared to other people, but this is my very first one that I've ever built. So watch this. That is so freaking cool, man. That is the first piston door I have ever built. And I know, like I said, I know people have done that for ever and ever and ever, and it's nothing new. But it's my very first one. I have never built a piston door until today, and I'm so proud of that thing. So anyway, all that being said, I will keep you guys in the loop. We're doing videos every day. I've decided I've got to do them every day. I've got to have one upload a day at least. And so some of them may be rambling like this. Some of them we may be adventuring, because I need to go find a spruce forest. And I kind of know where one is, because I wrote the coords down to the portal when I came out of the nether. The portal that was made, I have the coords written down for that portal, and that portal is in a spruce forest. But I just need to get back there. And I need to have containers with me so that I can get podzol and, spruce wood and saplings and all that good stuff. Second thing I need to do is find a jungle. I've been hitting up every wandering trader that comes through, because a lot of wandering traders will sell jungle saplings. None of them have sold jungle saplings. None. And I want jungle saplings. I have acacia. I have oak. I think I have dark oak. I have 2 jungle saplings. Okay, so I do have 2 jungle saplings. That's oak and acacia. I thought it was dark oak. So I have 2 jungle saplings. I need 2 more. I need 2 more of these. So I may just plant singles of these and try to get more saplings out of this. But I need dark oak now instead of jungle, and I need spruce. So those are two things that I will be adventuring around looking for. We still got the stronghold to take out because I want to kill the dragon. I want to get my elytra. I want a horse so I can put this diamond armor on them. I want to go exploring. I want to get that Illager tower down and build a raid farm there. There's just so much that we need to do and accomplish and have fun at in this game on season 2 of the Let's Play, because season 1 kind of got cut short because was it 114 or was it 113 that broke everything? I think it was 114 that broke everything. It was 114 that broke everything in season 1, and I just ended the season for the Let's Play. So we've got a lot of stuff to do. You can tell I've been breeding these things like stupid. I got to breed them again because they're half grown up. But this is beef and leather here. But I don't really need to do that right now because I've been getting a little bit of leather from the fishing traps, and I've still got leather left over from when I was killing the ones on the other side of the island. So, and you can also see that we have item frames on every chest now. We were finally able to get enough stuff up to get item frames on everything, and I've been getting more blocks. I got this from Wandering Trader. I thought that was pretty cool. I mean, I know I can dive out in the ocean and get it, but he had them on him. So I went ahead and got that. And I got a few slime balls. I had 10, but I made those sticky pistons for the piston doors. So I need more slime. That's one thing I do need. And that's going to be a little bit more complicated than just throwing a spawner somewhere and throwing a slime egg in there and spawning, slimes. I have to find a slime chunk first off, and then I have to go all the way to bedrock and have to build the farm that I have on Average Joe, and that would give me a huge amount of slime. That would probably give me more slime than I need. I don't need anything that big. So that's something that I've also got to work on. So there you go. There's a lot of ideas that I've got to work on. There's a lot of places that we want to go and see and do. We got the plans for the base now. I'll probably draw something up and then start attempting that. And yeah. So as you can see, this season is going to be full of stuff to do, even though we can get spawners easily. This does not make any of that I just mentioned any easier. So this makes one aspect of the game easier. So that's another thing that I'm thinking about that causes this to not break the game. But I would be more than happy to hear your opinions. This is an ongoing experiment on the Average Joe server and on this Let's Play. So I'm more than happy to hear your opinions about what you think about being able to silk cut spawners. So that's enough waffling for me for this video, and hopefully it's been informative. You enjoy it, and you enjoyed seeing the stuff that I've been doing around here. I will be back with another video tomorrow. I'm going to upload every day that I can. So that being said, this is Damien. I really enjoy you guys. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. Send all your friends to us because, I don't have friends. We all know this. I'll catch you on the next video.